And when we heal our mind, our feeling body gets awakened. So we feel the feeling of fullness. For example, our EQ becomes balanced and we feel the peaceful, careful, respectful, grateful. So we come into the feeling body. Only the negative causal mind will create suppressed emotions. So it all depends paying our where we are paying our attention. So each moment is a choice, whether we are in the present or we are in the thinking causal or dual mind. Now, when we are in the present, we are connected to the justice within. In the justice meaning, we don't discriminate or we don't feel separated. We don't divide ourselves, but we come into a fairness eye. We see everyone with one eye, the feeling of oneness and equality. So, when we are in the just zone, we see with fair eyes and we recognize the dignity of everyone, living and non-living things. But if there are negative samskaras in the causal mind, then our intellect is clouded. So our inner jury, inner justice or the inner jury, it gets blocked. So we are unable to have clarity or unable to see clearly and make the right choices or make the right decisions. So it all depends upon where we are rooted. What are our fundamental beliefs? Our fundamental thoughts about life, about money, about health, about relationships. All our fundamental beliefs, they dictate our experiences. So the information we hold, the thoughts, the beliefs and the attitudes, they dictate our experiences and the emotions which drive us, because emotions means energy in motion. So the emotions are driving the energy. Here the thoughts are dictating our life, are dictating our feelings, and the emotions are dictating our actions. So the actions, the habits, it depends on whether it is good habits or bad habits. That all depends on what are our fundamental beliefs over here. So as per that, we will choose our actions, and if we choose and practice good actions, we get good habits. And if we are practicing and repeating any bad thoughts or bad words, we are abusing, we are impolite, or we think bad for someone, or we feel bad, or whatever the emotions, we are feeling hurt, we are hurting someone, or we are also feeling hurt, because we have the power to choose. Even if someone is saying something that is his opinion, we should not take it personally and hurt ourselves. So that creates the actions, will create the addictions, accidents, behaviors, etc. And ultimately that leads to our outcomes, the realities, the events, the situation, the circumstances, and the results in our life. Now, accident. Accident. Now, acci meaning accelerated. Now, what is dent? Dent means the void or the empty feeling. Now, if there are fears, worry, doubt, stress, anger, any limited thought, lacking thoughts, so what that will create a void. So if we don't, even if we are not present, suppose we are not present, in present what, there is only peace, love and joy flowing towards us. But suppose we are worried or we are fearing something, we are doubting and we are stressing about something, so that creates a void. You can say it's a void or a dent. Now, this thing, those negative thoughts, when we keep repeating it again and again or keep practicing it, it gains a momentum because we are giving attention to the same thoughts. So we are reinforcing the thoughts, and that begins to move quickly with intensity to manifest. So the momentum, the accelerated meaning it's gaining momentum and now it will manifest. So what will manifest? If we are in the peace, love and joy, we will manifest only good experiences, positive experiences. But if we are having these voids and dents or any fear or worry and stress, we will accelerate that. So now what happens? The thoughts will overpower and it will give the synaptic firings, and which we are unable to stop. So each time what we are choosing, like suppose this is electromagnetic, meaning that each time we are thinking a thought, we are electing it, we are choosing it, and that once we have elected and it has grown in intensity, then it becomes magnetic. We start drawing and attracting things towards us.